ngiza neyigaxa phela mina ngidropha amabhomb pa. Alright. Oh girl ngase ngiba befriendile lapha ya ku vacation kanti oh girl ba busy nayo bro behind their yo, I was just like cake in the face of a man, in the face of a what of a daughter, because kwakungamakeke lapha ya.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull a next 10. Like Jazzy, Stacy, all of the Barbies is pretty. Damn, one of the bodies is bad.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kwazeybear, also known as Kwazeybear on all social media platforms. Do subscribe, be a part of this family, and if you're a returning sub, welcome back, darling. Now guys, as you can tell by the title, we have another story time, and before we get into the story time, I just need to shout at y'all because first of all, before I shout, first of all, thank you so much for the love that you guys have showed me on my previous story times. Crazy business, because what I reached 5,000 subscribers because of that story time. I reached the highest number of views because of that story time so far this year, because all my story times really do really well, and one of my story times with the most views is sitting on about 15k views, and that was a story time from last year. This one has only been up for less than a month and it's already sitting on about 11k views, so that is crazy. I appreciate it so much. But now let me shout at you guys, please watch my other content. Like, don't come here for the story times with Pela. Please watch my vlogs. Please watch my other videos. Like, please can you do that? Please, can we be like a community that supports each other? Because if you're only gonna be here for story times, you know what? I'm not gonna have the energy to do the story times because I'm not going my vlog. Guys, I must make money. And I can't make money off of story times only. So please watch my other videos as well. I'd really appreciate it. It would also motivate me to do more story times for you guys. Now that that's out of the way, let us get into the story time. So I also got a few complaints about my video being in isiZulu, like my previous video. So I'm gonna try my best, guys. It's just that it doesn't bang as much as it would bang in isiZulu. I don't know if you guys get it, but like when I tell my story times in English, it doesn't quite hit like it does when it's in Zulu. But I will definitely try my best to tell the story time in English. And if I do add a couple of Zulu phrases or a couple of Zulu words, I'll try put like subtitles at the bottom, okay? The story time is about how I dated a serial cheater. Yeah, as a serial cheater / married man / no, this time was not a mistake. Let's get into it. And sila kwi brutal. This might be the last drink for me for the year, because I go through like this thing where I stop drinking for like almost the whole year and then I just drink in December. Hence this is still here from December, but I go through like a phase of just not drinking and drinking and not drinking, and you know, so this might be the last drink for a couple of months. But anyway, let's get into the story time, child. I meet this guy. For the purpose of this video, I am going to be calling this guy Hugh Hefner, girls of the Playboy Mansion. Anyway, purpose of the video, my guy is called Hugh Hefner. I met this guy, his name is Hugh, and he seems like a very nice guy, and he asked me out. In the process of him asking me out, I'm just like, I'm not interested, my guy. Like, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I'm good. The guy is persistent. Persistent. Okay, consistent with the calls, consistency with the nice gestures, and eventually, like after a month or two, I end up dating this guy. Now guys, when I say this guy is moneyed, I feel like it's an understatement. This guy's got money, and it's not like this new money, fleshy flesh. He's got that old money guy, okay? And he really does go all out for me. Like literally, I get princess treatment all the way, soft life all the way, luxury life all the way. Okay. But before like we date, he sort of like tells me, okay, listen, this is the situation. I do like you. I do want to have a relationship with you. However, I am married. And so with me being married, this relationship, this is how it's going to work. He lays down the terms and conditions, T's and C's apply, excuse me, of the relationship. And he's like, this is how it's going to work. I'll call you when you can't really call me like that. And I see you when I want to see you. And I'll do anything and everything for you. Don't worry about anything. And so I'm like, okay, bet. I agree to these terms and conditions. And guys, there's this one thing about us women, not all of us, but like me, is that, you know, sometimes you agree to certain things and then eventually like they become too much for you. Those things become too much for you. So that is what happened eventually, but we'll get to that. Okay, Shapo lays down the T's and C's, and I'm like, bet, I got the T's and C's, and I'm down for that, right? So I don't call the guy. The guy calls me. He sees me when he wants to see me, yada, yada, yada. Time goes by, guys, and he doesn't just tell me the things that he wants to do for me, but he actually does things for me. When I tell you that the guy moved me out of where I was staying and he got me an apartment, I mean, guy moved me out and got me an apartment, okay? Got me an apartment, quite an expensive apartment, you know, and also went 2 steps further and got me some furniture for this apartment. And I'm not talking just like your lousy furniture. I'm talking proper furniture. That house looked to do, okay? Buys me an apartment, buys me furniture. He sees me when he wants to see me at this apartment, and we're good. We understand? Shapo guys, he gets this apartment for me. He finishes this apartment, and at this point, I'm feeling like the executive side chick. You get me? Executive, okay? Because I am loving on this person. I am understanding. We have this mutual understanding, and bona ngi side chick esemthethweni. Ngi side chick esemgunathini. Anyway, being the executive side chick that I am, along with this new apartment and this furnished apartment, he starts giving me an allowance on a monthly basis. So I'm just like, yes, I'm loving these benefits. I am reaping the rewards of being an executive side chick. And I get an allowance. Along with this allowance, there's talks of him getting me a car, and I'm just like, this is what I want. This is what I want. Shapo, there's talks about me getting a car and all of that. And guys, we do convince ourselves that we won't fall in love. This is what we're here for. But at the end of the day, inhliziyo ifuna what inhliziyo ifunai. Okay, the heart wants what it wants. Okay. So eventually, yeah, I'm in this apartment. I'm getting this allowance. There's talks about me getting a car, and I'm really falling deeply in love with this guy. This one time, he was in my apartment and he was on the phone. Now, guys, you might be isaichike understandayo, but you get a bit of those jealous moments every now and then. Sharp. He's on the phone. I love you, and I'm just like, yabo. Shabu, he drops the call. Afterwards, I ask him, Abo, who are you talking to? I love you and whatnot. And he's like, no, that's my wife. In. Obviously, I gotta understand, because why? I allowed it. From the get-go, I was the one who accepted this. Sharp. Sharp, guys. We move on from that little phone call, I love you incident, and I see him this one day. I'm walking past a restaurant. It's a restaurant / cocktail bar, whatever. I walk past this restaurant and I see the guy, and the guy is sitting with a girl, right? Now, mind you, I don't know this guy's wife. I don't know, my details of the sisters. See this guy with the girl, and when I look at this girl is me. Like, looking at her, everything about her reminds me of me, okay? She's got a small body, she's light in complexion, beautiful hair, nails done, everything is on fleek. And I'm like, hey, boy, this girl is me. Yeah, well. So now because I can't confront him, remember I'm the understanding side chick, can't confront him, but I make sure that he sees me and we see each other basically. So I get myself into a position whereby he can see me and I can see him and siyabonana. You understand? Shapu, he doesn't even flinch, okay? Guy continues with his dates, and then whatever, later on we speak and I'm just like, who the hell was that Obonaye at the restaurant? Now guys, remember the jealousy is starting to kick in, right? It's a couple of months into our relationship now, sharp. And then the guy's like, no, that was my niece, so hence why I couldn't like entertain you and that was my niece, so I couldn't come to you, da 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 da. And I'm just like, okay, niece. Obviously, if I didn't understand it, because why? I put myself in the situation. But like these instances of like random girls and like random phone calls start becoming like a regular thing, but I don't pay attention because why? I'm living the soft life. Don't pay attention to them. I move on. Our relationship continues. Okay, sharp. Fast forward, we are now a year into this relationship, guys. See a full swing. Kumnandi, life's good. You know what I mean? Anyway, you're in, and I'm still getting like these like little hints. There's other people within the midst of this relationship, you know. And now I'm starting to get scared because why? Is like schoon manch, okay? The sex is like unprotected now, and yo, it's getting hectic. So now I'm a bit scared. What if I'm having this with this person and he's busy doing the same with other people? You know, I start getting a bit skeptical. I talked to him about it. I raised my concerns to him, and then he's just like, no, you're overreacting. There's no such thing. Da 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 da. Now, to take my mind off of this overreaction of other people being involved, he takes me on a vacation. Sharp. We go on vacation, guys. We had the time of our lives. We had the most amazing time. We met up with a few couples corner that were his friends, right? I start making friends with the girls. I forget about the other girls. I forget about the girl Fananami at the restaurant. I forget about everything. Literally, when I'm with him, he treats me like Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth. Right? He treats me like a queen. Like, yo. Anyway, we get back from our vacation. Kube right. Haibo, couple of weeks or a month or so, keep getting distracted. Sharp. A week or so, or a few weeks after our vacation, we come back. Sharp, Miss Buya. We go out, no bro. Now this is where the skata starts. So skata. We go out, no bro, guys. We have such an amazing night out, and we are so drunk, right? We get to my apartment and we fall asleep. We just all fall asleep in my apartment. Now, next morning, bro realizes, I slept here. He wakes up in a rush, out, goes home. Bro. I'm still sleeping, very okay, I see but I don't pay attention, I sleep. Couple of hours later, I wake up. Guy left his phone lying, right? Guy left his phone lying, and I was executive side chick. I had my contact details of his assistants and stuff. So when I see his phone, I'm just like, yo, he's probably gonna think he left his phone at the club. And also he's in a situation, I'm sure, whereby he's explaining to the wife where he slept because it was a hectic night. Sharp, I call one of his assistants and I'm like, Hugh has left his phone in my apartment. The assistants know me, they know about me, they know everything, Jingam. Tell Hugh that he's left his phone in my apartment. He mustn't worry. The phone is here, so he can come by and get it at any time. I assistant it. I'll relay the message. Sharp. Guys, I stay with that phone like almost the whole day, not paying attention to the phone. I don't know what's the little demon that came across me after like 4 hours of having the phone that said, girl, you're sitting with this phone and you're not going through it. Why? Did I not go through the phone? Now, I knew his password because every time we'd go out and like get drunk, he'd usually just be like, you know, when he's trying to like pay or do something, he'd just be like, phone, and then he'll tell me his password. So I knew his password, but I always thought that maybe he'd change it every time or whatever. So I didn't think the password was still working. Not me. Through his phone. I go to WhatsApp, guys. And go busy in Tulu yama girls. Yo, guys, I felt like going crazy. In Tulu yama messages, different girls. Guys, when I talk about cheating, you guys probably think, I mean, he was busy with like 2 or 3 people. Guys, I'm talking 10 or 11 girls in the convo. And mind you, these conversations are not like from way back. I just went through the messages I recent. And it's about 10, 11 girls in those DMs. And tell me why the girls, some of the conversations, if only, are with girls that we were with on that vacation. The girls that were with his friends. Well, guys, kasi mina how? Oh, girl, ngase ngiba befriendile lapha kwi vacation. Kanti oh, girl ba busy nayo bro behind their friend Yo, guys, ngintshela ukuthi I go through the messages, and I'm just like, aguma nudes, it's nudes galore, nudes, photos, thank you, baby, what's what? I was just like cake in the face of a man, in the face of a what of a daughter, because kwakungamakeke lapha fahla keke mitata fahla. I was just like, and now guys, the most upsetting thing is I thought I was Queen Elizabeth and it's executive side chick. So the most upsetting thing about the whole situation is when you start seeing him having the same conversations that he has with you with all these other 10, 11 girls. That's when I hurt, because amagama that I thought was special and unique to me were just being thrown around. La, my angel, my angel abanye. Like, and I was thinking I've been treated like a princess, I've been spoiled, I'm the executive side chick with an apartment and getting an allowance. Guys, my message la okay, they thanking him for ama transfers, they thanking him for lunch, ama lunch dates, they at the restaurants that he takes me to. Oh, the nerve, I almost died. Yo, what am I gonna do in the situation? So I'm like, okay, think fast, girl, think fast. I take screenshots. Tata my screenshots, ngifuna my receipts, so that when I ask him angekazaleke phika in I want receipts. Ay, tata my screenshots. And I'm just like, yo, this guy's messy. This guy's messy as F, okay? I sharp ngithatha my screenshots kanjalo. Eventually he does come to collect his phone. Ngingambuzi, guys, I don't confront him. One thing about me, I don't like confrontations. I'm not the type of person that would just blah. I'm confronting, we go on. This relationship continues for like a month. Now in this month, I'm like really skeptical now. I'm like really not having SEX. My son is listening. I'm not having the as often, yabo. So I'm just like, yo, sengiyasaba. Because now these 11 girls abakwazi ukuthi randomly bathi phafa ikukunizer. Chances are he's probably having the unprotected with them as well. Shapu, month later, me and my girls are at my apartment and we're just having drinks. Gumnandi. Hey, alcohol, mesisithe, iphesenti selithe. Yimi lo ngimsendele message bro. Sendele message ngithi nje wena unje mase ngithi fahla. Sorry, my battery is low. Mase ngithi fahla. Ma screenshots qede lapho ngithi block ngivala umlomo. Yo guys, blocked him, sent the screenshots, told him the way nje engi disgusted ngakhona by him, and I fall asleep in my drunk state. I fall asleep. The following morning, I wake up and ingqondo ziyabuya. My mind is just like coming back. I'm coming back to my senses now, and I'm like, girl, you did not just send that SMS to him. You did not just block him. Are you not staying in an apartment that is paid by him? Ingqondo ziyabuya, guys, and I'm like, yo, what if guy kicks me out? What if guy comes and takes the furniture? What if I come back from work and the locks are changed? Did I not sit by my window every day from that day on some? Oh my gosh, I am terrified at what is going to happen. So I start looking for apartments because like at this point I am scared. In a situation whereby I'm stranded. I start looking for apartments. Now guys, I'm working. I'm making my own money. And I can obviously afford to pay for my own place, but not this place. Not Linda. Also, I don't have any furniture. All the furniture and everything that is in this house belongs to this guy. Well, he bought it for me. And I'm just like, yo, okay, I need to look for an apartment. I need to look for an apartment that I can afford. I start looking. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't said he's kicking me out. He hasn't said anything. But I'm just preparing myself for the worst. By my apartments, I see a few apartments at Haiti. And the guy calls, right? Tell me why guy may phone instead of being apologetic for his nonsense and disgusting behavior. Tell me why guy calls and he's angry at me. Guys, he is livid. Hey, livid. He is on some, how dare you invade my privacy? Excuse me? Are you not going to apologize for what you've just put me through? Are you not going to apologize for the 10, 11 women that are just katlazing their keke for you and their in the DMs or in your messages? You're not going to apologize. Instead, you're going to guilt trip me because I went through your phone. He was livid. Atinji, you betrayed my trust. You went through my phone. You did this. I'm so disappointed. Hey, this guy uyahlanya. This guy ikhanda lakhe alithathi kahle, because there's no way that a normal person or a person that's sane, lekhanda, would not apologize, or at least make me feel, even if you're not sorry, because clearly he wasn't, even if you're not sorry, just apologize to make me feel better. Lotso atinje, I'm disappointed. Wara uyangicasula, you did this, drop your phone. Now I'm sitting here feeling so guilty for going through his phone. Guys. Guilty. How am I went through his phone and now he's angry. But then I'm just like, no, but wrong. Like, why am I feeling guilty? Wrong. Now, guys, this is where the interesting part comes. Because now I'm busy calculating my life, right? And I'm busy trying to find a way to get out of the situation. And guys, maths is not mathsing. The maths is not mathsing, guys, because remember, one, now if I were to move out of this apartment, I need to prepare myself that I'm going to be paying rent every month. That's the first biggest setback. Rent. Two, on top of paying rent, I don't have furniture, I don't have a bed, I don't have a fridge, I don't have a microwave, I don't even have a teaspoon. So I need to consider all those things. The table, if I'm gonna move out, there's things that I need to buy for myself in order for me to move out. Three, the allowance is paid. So guys, I'm literally like losing 3 things just by losing lo muntu. Aibo get discussing abangani. Get aibo bo friend. That's the situation. The one friend is just like, you know what, guy, my friend, tata in. Girl is thinking about ukula ke manje. Athi tata wena I prep. Sathi prep uqhubeke nalento ube right. Omunye usuggest ukuthini? Girl, begezela for a couple of months and kule allowance saver and nje Omunye uthini hayibo girl phuma, like no, is it worth it? Phuma. So that was the situation I found myself in, right? That is my story time for today. Now, what I'm more interested in, guys, if you were in this situation, what would you have done? Please comment down below because I'm really interested. I like to pick your brains. I want to see how people think. Tell me how you would have handled the situation if you were in the situation. That is my story time about Hugh Hefner, how I dated a guy who was a serial cheater, but not only that, he was married. So yeah, comment down below what you guys would have done in the situation. Also, disclaimer, this story time is not my own. I know I told it like it was my own. It's not my own. I got the story time in my TikTok DMs. So what I did is I told people, well, one of my followers came up with a suggestion that people tell me their stories so that I can share them on my TikTok because they love the way I tell a story time. So I told people to come through to my DMs, give me stories, and I'll try to tell them to the best of my abilities. And I've had a couple of stories flowing in my DMs, and I will try to rotate my own stories with those stories so that we have more story times for you guys. But yeah, this was from my DMs, and I knew that my people on TikTok had gaga because I cannot be the only one who has gagas. I cannot. So here it is. It's this gaga. It's from my DMs. It's not my own story time, but do give like advice, guys, as to what you would have done in the situation. I would really love to know. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I hope I did justice to Story Sakel. And also, yeah, that is the end of the story time. Please subscribe, please like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.